Right now, 5 companies control 95% of Ethereum blocks. Five, not 50, not 500. Five central entities decide which transactions get included and which get censored. This isn't some distant theoretical risk. This is the relative post-merge Ethereum today, and it's a direct threat to Ethereum's core value proposition. Permissionless, censorship-resistant transactions, but there's a solution, a protocol-level solution, and it's called Focil. After the merge, Ethereum introduced PBC, Proposal Builder Separation. The idea was simple: split block construction from block proposal. Builders will do the heavy lifting, ordering transactions, extracting MEV. Proposers would just choose the highest bid and broadcast. This was supposed to democratize block building. Instead, it created a new oligopoly. Sophisticated builders with access to proprietary MEV strategies, private order flow, and institutional capital now dominate. The builder becomes single point of censorship, and that's the problem Fossil solves. Fossil fork choice enforce inclusion list. Here's a core mechanism. Instead of letting builders have total control, we introduce a committee of 16 random selected validators every slot. This committee creates an inclusion list, a small set of transactions that must be included in the next block. No exceptions. If a block produces block without these transactions, the network rejects this, not through social consensus, not through off-chain agreements, through Ethereum's fork choice rules. The protocol itself enforces inclusion. And here's why this is powerful. You only need one honest validator out of this 16, just one. This is one of n honest assumptions. Even 15 validators are compromised, asleep, or offline. That single honest node can get your transaction into the inclusion list. Censorship becomes economically and technically infeasible. Let's break down the mechanism. At every Ethereum slot is 16 seconds. Timing is critical. At t equals 0, the proposable broadcast their block. This block includes transaction from the previous slot inclusion list. Between t equals 0 4 seconds, attestants verify two things: is the block valid, or and does it include all required transaction from the inclusion list? If not, they do not vote for it. At t equals 9 seconds, as the 16 committee members broadcast their inclusion list. These contain transactions pulled from the mempool, transaction that might otherwise get censored. Also, at 9 seconds, the network freezes view. No new inclusion lists are accepted after this point. This prevents last minute manipulation. At t equals 11 seconds, the next slot proposal tells the able to include this transaction or your block gets rejected by fork choice. Then the cycle repeats every 12 seconds. The new commit a new list constant informants. Fossil has four critical properties. One, same slot conclusion, unlike a forward inclusion. List where your transaction based until slot n plus one. Fossil includes transaction in slot n. Immediate protection. Two, conditional inclusion. If a block is completely full or a transaction becomes invalid, builders get a pass. This prevents griefing attacks where malicious attack acts as spam inclusion lists with garbage transactions. Three, unemployment placement. Builders can put inclusion list transaction anywhere in the block, beginning, middle, or end. This preserves some MEV optimization flexibility. The protocol doesn't dictate ordering just inclusion. For no direct incentives, no committee members don't get paid extra for creating inclusion lists. It's a part of their validator duty. This keeps the mechanism simple and avoids creating a new MEV market inclusion list spot. And let's be real about this: post isn't perfect. There is a trade-off. On the benefit side, censorship resistance obviously. This decentralization power shift from five builders back to the entire validator set. Protocol level enforcements. This isn't voluntary, and EPPC compatibility. Fossil works with Ethereum's long-term ancient PBC roadmap. On the trade-off side, protocol complexity, more code, more potential bugs, timing constraints. That 12-second slot is tight. Builders have just 2 seconds to collect inclusion lists and update the payloads. No incentive. We are relying on validator altruism and reduce MEV, forcing inclusion of certain transactions, limit builder flexibility. But here's the key: the benefits outweigh the cost. Censorship presence at the protocol level is worth the complexity. So, where is social fossil now? The specification is mature. Over the 2 years of research, testnet development is coming 2025. Mainnet activation, if everything goes well, 226 or 227. Fossil won't ship alone. It will be part of larger fork, probably alongside with alongside other scourge upgrades tackling MEV and centralization. This is a kind of algorithms but essential protocol work that makes Ethereum credibly natural. It's not flashy, it's not going to pump a token, but it's to shift power from a handful of centralized entities back to the decentralized validator network, and that's exactly what Ethereum needs. If you found this useful, like, subscribe, and comment. Do you think Fossil will actually get adopted? See you next time.